After first part, I'm going to start with another example in ArcGIS to see how we are able to project a, let's say, image that we have, and then start to digitalize on it. I'm going to use example number 4A. I'm just drag and drop it like always and put it here. Yes, you see there is a single image. Let's also open the ArcMap. Okay. Yes, here we are. I'm going to add my data to our GIS. So like always, I need to give some folder connection since I'm working in example 4A. I'm going to choose 4A. 4A right now is here. It is a TIFF file, so definitely it is a raster data set. After I open it, it is asked me, do you want to create a pyramid? What does pyramid means? A pyramid, imagine you want to, let's say, shape your picture into the surface of the earth. So you need to divide them into the small pyramid, okay, in order to smoothly broke it or fit it onto the earth's surface. So definitely it is better to do it. Sometimes it takes time according to the raster data. If it is very big, so it is become a time-consuming process, but always do it. The second things that we will get are non-spatial reference. It means that I don't have any spatial reference. It means that my raster image, it is on the earth. You see, even there is no scale. There is no scale. We don't know even the length from here to here. Everything here, it is just wrong. Just as an example, maybe you do these things in an AutoCAD. You will just bring a map into the AutoCAD or a scan map or image, then choose the scale or rescale. For instance, you will say that this street is a, I don't know, 6 meter in wide. So then draw a line and say, okay, since this is right now 3 centimeter, I'm just accordingly multiple to the scale factor and then make this one 6 meter. Definitely you do it in AutoCAD. But this is not a professional job, as I explained to you, because the Earth is not a surface, so it is a sphere. And if the area become big, like this one, this is a Famagusta Castle, is a big area, of course, so your distortion is too much. So you are not able to do it in that way. The logical way that we are going to do is give a coordinate to this map. The practical one, the practical method is going to this area with your GPS and get some point location and then come here and say that, for instance, just go to the castle corner, stay there and take 1 point, then go to this football pitch and in one of the corner get another point with your GPS, then maybe go to the port or somewhere in next to the wall, or I don't know, in this factory or in storage, take another point and then come here and say this point equal to this number, the other point is equal to those number accordingly. But right now we do not have a, let's say, opportunity to go and take a point from the field and then come back here. So what we are going to do for this purpose, I'm just open one more ArcMap. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to open one ArcMap. This is very important, this part. Most of the time I see that student made a mistake in this part. So our layer is this one. Borrow the coordinate information from the file that you input. Okay, since right now I am input something uncoordinated, my map layer doesn't have coordinates as well. If I go to the layer, just check it from here, there is no coordinate right now in here. So we have 2 or 3 things to do. Either we are able to add a base map. This is an online base map which is coming from the OpenStreetMap. If I'm just add it, of course I think it is not possible right now because this one need a big internet traffic band. Right now, since I'm using a Teams and since I'm sharing my screen also, this could be a bit problematic, but as you can see it is appear somehow, and as you can see we have a scale right now, which means that we have a coordinate. You see right now we have a coordinate here. Our coordinate is a WebMercator auxiliary sphere, but here once more there is nothing, there is no coordinate system at all. So the first step, since right now I get a coordinate, I need to find my location. My location, I know that it is in Cyprus, it is somewhere here. I'm start to zoom. Actually, as I tell you, it is take time to load it. Actually, today we have the chance, it is going quickly. Another zoom to find the specific point of it. And one more zoom. I don't want to go too much close because as far as I become close, it will be have a problem to loading. Let's say this zoom, I'm just keep it this zoom. I don't want to take a risk. The first thing, it is better to create a bookmark. You remember in a first navigation course we talked about a bookmark. Just go and create a bookmark. You will say that Famagusta, that's all. Okay. Now I'm just close my base map Word Imaginary and add my example 4. You don't need to go inside of it, just choose add. Again, same error, it is coming to me, but this time it's not asking me about a pyramid, because pyramid it's create over here. Okay, so just tell me that we have a coordinate problem and projection. I'm just add this one. The things that now I am going to do, I'm going to zoom to my layer, which is somewhere here. Definitely this is in a null island. As you can see, if you just look at to my corner over there, it is called at 0, 0 in this area, I mean. You see, it is 0, 0. So it is in a null island in a Boolean Gulf. I need to choose a tools which is called GeoReferencing. Under the customized toolbar, I'm going to find GeoReferencing, which is right here. I choose a first point. So I told you normally the logical way, if I choose this one, for instance, I click here and then right click on it and input my X and Y according to my GPS. But right now, we don't have such a opportunity. So I choose this one, and then from bookmark, go to Famagusta, place, and then open my base map right over. I would say that this is my first point. As I told you, I don't want to zoom, but as much as you zoom, you will get a better result. I will say this point equal to somehow this point. Again, I'm close this one. Why I'm closing? Because I want to save my memory. And again, I'm going to zoom to this layer. This time, I will take another point. Okay, don't take a point next to each other. Okay, try to get axially way. Okay, with a far distance. I take this one, this tower of the castle. Again, go to my bookmark and open my imaginary. You see, this is right now over there, but I want to say this should be here. You see, now my map appear. It is better to have at least 3 points, at least. Maybe again, I'm going to close this layer and zoom to this layer again. Maybe I will going to say, I don't know, we have also, let's say we will going to use this one, this corner of the, let's say, factory or a storage. And once more zoom and open my layer to see how much I have a distance, actually a very, very little distance. Yes, here we are. Everything now fit in the correct place. Of course, if you make a mistake during the process, you will able to correct or delete the point from here. That's all right now. Now we are able to change the transparency of the layer. For instance, I increase it to 50%. You see, when I check, there is a few distortion right now here. Because of the zoom issue, I'm not going to zoom too much into map, but in your home, please zoom it. Otherwise, you will have a distortion. But if you can see here, it is everything fine. Okay, even this part, all this part, almost fine. We have some distortion in this region. Of course, increase the amount of the ground truth point or this number help you to have a better result and output. Let's take it to the back view, and now I need to export my data. How I'm going to do? And choose my layer, choose the data, and choose export data because I want to save it. I will say that my extent become current situation, my spatial become current because the original one doesn't have a spatial reference. I choose the current one. Now I need to export it. I need to find a place. I'm going to go to the same folder, add, and here I need to give a name. I will say method 01. Okay, and for a format, we always choose a TIFF. Okay, because TIFF can carry the coordinate. Right now, you see we have a Mercator coordinate in this image. Now I'm going to hit OK to see my result. Yes, it is also build a pyramid for it, as you will see. I say, would you like to add it to the layer? Yes, we say add it. Now we have method 1, okay, which have a coordinate. Let's look at our folder. This is method 1, which have a 4 file, but the beginning one have just 1 file. Of course, these two for a pyramid. Now let's open another ArcMap to test it, just to test if it work or not. Here we are. I'm just add my data. Go to example 4, add method 1. No problem, everything fine. There is no error. I have also a coordinate at the moment here. You see the source of it have a coordinate, which is a Mercator. There's no problem. Even if I am measure the distance, for instance, I'm going to measure some distance, let's say from here to here. Of course, it is a kilometer unit. Let's change it to the meter, which is say 135 meter, almost correct. Or to the other side of it, it is 88 or 90 even. It is almost correct. So you see, this is correctly work at the moment. And when you want to give the file to the next person, you should give all these 4 together. If you just give this one, it is not going to be work over there. This is a first method. Is it clear?
Yes, Hocam.
Okay. Now let's go to the another method. We have an example number 3. You know that you work with it, some of you maybe, some of you not yet. Example 3 is our castle file, which is also here. This is example 3. I'm put it here. Let's have it. Okay, here we have example number 3. I'm going to open a ArcMap again. just be aware. Always you need to make your layer with coordinate. Okay, if you don't know which one you need to choose, because you need to give an address from the object, either raster or vector, which doesn't have a coordinate, to the ones that have coordinate. You need to address it. So if your base doesn't have coordinate 2, you cannot do it. So the first thing, you need to give some coordinate to your layer. But if you don't know, okay, that's why. Please first put your object with a coordinate as a base. Now I'm going to use another method. That's why in the previous session, I'm just use base map. First I add base map, then I add my uncoordinate map. Now I'm going to use of rector. Let's go to the example number 3. It seems that we are not open it. I'll just go to the example number 3, and then take this one. Okay. Right now I get coordinate. This coordinate, which is appear here. Now since my base have a coordinate, I'm going to add my Famagusta, the ones that doesn't have coordinate. This doesn't have a coordinate. I'm going to add it, not go inside of it, just choose add. It will give an error because it doesn't have a coordinate. And it is going to the null island somewhere here. You see? We are now going to use this Famagusta vector example. I'm open Geo Referencing. And I'm start to choose this one. Please always keep in your mind, choose a fixed object. For instance, wall of the castle. It's not changed. Don't choose a tree, or don't choose a ship or boat, because their place changed. Okay, these are the typical mistake that people do it. Choose a fixed place and think about the shadow of it, because building have some angular, because they are not able, the satellite cannot capture it from the top exactly, so there is some angular. You will see both bottom edge and top edge. Okay, we mainly try to get a top edge because all the cadastral image work from top. I take this one. Now jump to my other layer. I will say that this one equal to here. You see my map how much is small right now. We need to stretch it. Again, I'm going to zoom on it. This time, you see now I am able to zoom too much. This time I will say choose this one, not shadow of it. Again, zoom to layer, put it, let's say, here. It is somehow correct, except here. You see, in here we have some distortion. So in order to minimize that one, I will say that put this one to here. Now my map ready with second method. As I told you, with increase the number of the point, your result better. For instance, right now I use a 3 point, but if you use, let's say, 4.5 point, it's increase your quality. Now again, I'm going to export my data. Again, as I told you, data frame and data frame as a current. Okay, this one. Of course, you are able also ignore this one, because sometimes it is increase your raster image size. So you are able to ignore, but it is better to choose this one. Again, I'm choose the destination, I'm set that this folder. Just choose it, don't go inside of it, because if you go inside, it is not work. Just choose. I will say that my file name is this time method 2. Okay, save. Wait until everything. Or let's say, do you want to add it into the layer? Yes, we say add it, it is coming here. Now definitely I'm just try to open one new ArcMap. I want to show you the result right now. Again, as you can see in a method 2 also, which is right now here, we have again another 4 file. If you want to send it to someone, you should give all these 4. Okay, if you give just one, it is not going to be work. Yes, here I have this. I'm going to choose add data. If I add method 2, it shouldn't be give any error for me since it is have a coordinate, you see. And now I will add a method 1. We want to check the difference. And this is a method 1, the ones that we do it from the with use of a database, data base map, and the ones that we do it with use of example number 3. And just change a bit transparency of the example 1 to see the difference. You see how much is difference. In an overall, the scale is almost same, but the location of it, something's about, let's measure, see how much we have. We have 45 meter difference in location almost, which is quite acceptable. Okay, of course, if I am zoom in the first method, this could be minimized. And the one thing that I want to tell you, any of you, if do same process, we will see a different result. It is impossible if we are 10 people and we do it, each of us by itself, and when we open it, all of them match in top of each other. It is impossible. Always there is some problem there, either top, either down. Okay, if 2 people have the same result, it means that they use one file. It means that one of them do it. Okay, this is about this part of the, let's say, lecture as we do it right now. I hope you enjoy this lecture. It is about the projection coordinate. We are talking about the different projection system and the result of the projection, what is the impact to our study. And we also do 2 methods for, let's say, project or give a coordinate to our raster with use of the base map and with use of the available vector. Of course, I want to emphasize once more the practical method, instead of using this, use of the GPS to give an exact right point to your ground truth point. And by increasing the ground truth point, your accuracy increase as well. This is all for today's lecture.